Hello, welcome back to Fitness Friday with Johnny Tiger. The date is July 31st, 2020, and it has been a heck of a day. Um, I got up extra early today because I was expecting an important delivery today, and on the tracking it said it was slated to be delivered today by the end of day. I truly hate that kind of window when they tell you it should be delivered by the end of the day. And it's one of those delivery you need to be here to sign for. Then that pretty much means you don't get to go anywhere or do anything too involved all day long. Even when you're taking a nap, you're worried that you're going to miss that doorbell. You're in the shower, you're worried you're going to miss the doorbell. Even when you are going to the bathroom, you worry that it's going to when they're going to show up. And it wasn't until 5 p.m. that they contacted me and told me that there was a delay and it wasn't going to get delivered today after all. And because tomorrow, Sunday, and Monday is going to be a long weekend, so most likely I will not get further notice about the parcel until at the earliest next Tuesday. Now, I don't mind waiting, but I definitely do mind when I waste a whole bloody day expecting something. Anyway, that is a little bit of a personal rant that is neither here or there. Today, we want to talk about legs. See, one of the reasons I went from a weightlifting bodybuilding guy to becoming someone who focused on a lot of calisthenic workout is because I realized that once you get to a certain point when you work with weights, you are not really benefiting yourself anymore. When you're doing weight training, once you get to a certain amount of weight, you either plateau, which means you don't get any improvement whatsoever, or you keep adding on more and more weight, and you get bulkier and bulkier, you get slower and slower, and eventually you just hurt the heck out of your joints because of all that heavy weight you are bearing. Just ask a lot of the power lifters how they feel in their neck, in their spine, in their lower back. They'll tell you a lot of them have a lot of compression fractures, a lot of compression problem in their joints because of that. It's not something that you can just say, okay, I'm going to lift 50 pounds and it's going to be 50 pounds for the rest of my life. Well, if you're doing that, then you have plateaued and you're not going to improve anything in your muscle. You're not going to improve anything, really. Now, on the other hand, calisthenics is working with our own body weight. We can do it as much as we want, as little as we want. We can adjust difficulties by changing our postures a little bit. We can do it anywhere we want, anytime we want. And also, as long as I can do good calisthenics, I know that I can move my body around no problem. And really, why do we need muscles? Well, some of you are saying we need muscles so we look good and we can get girlfriends, but that is no longer my concern. I already look good enough to get me a beautiful girl, so I don't really, I don't really need to keep packing on more muscles to get more girls. At this point, I'm worried more about function. I'm more concerned about function. And as long as I can still jump around and I can kick a few butts when I'm sparring or competing in martial art, I know that what I got is good enough. So to make sure that I can do that, calisthenics is my ticket to maintain that level of performance. When you really think about it, our body, our body parts are actually quite heavy. Related to what we're talking about today, legs. Did you know that on average, a person's leg, just one single leg, is 17% of your entire body weight? So that means if you are a 200-pound guy, then one of your leg is roughly 34 pounds, which means when you are doing leg lift or anything that involves moving both legs, you are swinging around 68 pounds of weight. Quite impressive, huh? So, since we're talking about that, let's get to it. Swinging, lifting, moving our legs. Well, hello, you finally get to see me in front of the camera. Like I said before, I hate it when I have to have the camera angle this low because that means for the majority of the time when I'm talking, I am hiding behind the camera so I can stand normally. Otherwise, I have to be crouched down or sitting down like this. Now, because of the angle of the camera, you won't be able to see me do our first leg exercise as how it's supposed to be. You're supposed to be standing up for this first one. But just so you guys can see better, I'm going to lay on my side. So, all you are doing is keep your knees straight and kick your leg up and forward, swinging from the hip. And then you want to reach, twist and reach with your opposite hand. So if I'm kicking my left leg forward and up, I'm trying to touch my foot with my right hand. And then you do the other leg, other leg, other leg. That twisting, reaching motion. When you're standing, especially when you're standing, you'll be working with your balance, your weight, and engaging your core, and working on your flexibility in the meantime. That is leg lift number one. Leg lift number two will be laying down on the floor on our belly, propped up on our elbow. Again, we are keeping our legs straight behind us. So from this pose, while we're laying on our belly, legs straight behind us, propped up on our elbow, I'm going to keep my upper body stable, and then I'm going to twist my lower body to bring my leg up and to the side, up and across, keeping my knees straight. And then we do the other side, up and cross, up and across, up and across, up and across. Okay, that's all you have to do. Again, really, really good stretch and really good exercise for your obliques and your back and all that good stuff. Number three, the standard leg lift. Laying down on your back, your hand can be by your head. If you have a couch, a sofa, or a chair, grab the leg of the chair to help keep yourself stable. Or if you're like me, I like to keep my hand under my lower back or under my butt. This way, it makes it a little bit easier on my tailbone. Keeping our legs straight, we bring our leg off the ground, back down, up, back down. Swing from the hip. Do not touch the ground on the way down. Then up, down, up, down. Remember to breathe. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Just like that. Now, it will be, if you swing it high, okay, it will be easier. If you want to have it be more challenging, keep it closer to the ground. So just make your swing about 6 inches. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Number 4. Similar to the last one, but this time we are going to cross one ankle over the other. So, keeping my legs straight, I put my left ankle over my right ankle and relax my left leg. So I'm lifting only with my right leg. So my right leg is lifting the weight of my left leg. And we go back to up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. And then we cross the other way, right leg and left leg. Relax your right leg and lift with the left. Down, up, down, up, down, up, and down. Number 5. Similar to number 3, the standard leg lift. Except this time, when we get to the top, so I lift my leg up until my feet are pointing toward the ceiling. I'm not going to come back down right away. I'm going to lift up and drive my hip up toward the ceiling. So my lower region leaves the ground. So it looks like a lift and a thrust. 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 Lift up and up and up. Up and up. Like that. Fantastic exercise for your belly. Next, number 6. I'm getting losing count there. Number 6. Keeping our legs straight, bring your feet to point in at the ceiling. And we're going to do leg lift, but this time side to side. So I bring my both legs over to the left, and when they almost touch the ground, they come back up. I bring them over to the right. They almost touch the ground, come back up. Left, right, left, right, left, right, left, and right, like the hand on the metronome. Number 7, we have the bicycle kick. What is the bicycle kick? It's basically keeping our legs straight, bring our legs off the ground. One leg will do a high knee towards your chest, while the other one is straight, and then you switch. The other leg, high knee. So you have 2 big steps. Right, left, right, left, right, left, left, right, left. When one knee come up, the other knee is straight. Just like riding a bicycle, keeping your hip off the ground the whole time. Number 8, scissor kick. Again, keeping our legs straight, lift our feet off the ground, and we are going to do that motion you see people do when they swim. One leg kick up, the other leg kick down, and then the other leg come up, the other leg go down. Do not touch the ground. Up, down, up, down. Now the trick for this one is you actually want to roll your hip a little bit to make sure you're driving with your ab, with your hip, rather than just swinging at your leg. You can tell if you're doing it right or wrong. If you feel that your abs, your stomach or obliques getting sore, congratulations, you're doing it right. But if you feel that your thighs are starting to burn like crazy while you don't feel anything in your belly, then you need to swing your hip more and drive with your core a little bit more. Number nine, I think it was number nine. Number nine, cross leg scissors. So kind of like the scissor kick, but this time we're going sideways. So keeping our knees straight, lift our feet off the ground. We'll cross our legs so they go, the right go over the left, and then we switch. Left go over the right, right go over the left, left go over the right, like a horizontal scissor. Now cross, 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 cross. Again, swing from the hip. Cross, 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 cross. Next up, we have the frog leg kick. Keeping our knees wide and the soles of our feet together. We are laying our back. We bring our feet in toward our groin, and then we push up toward the ceiling. Down again. When we push up, our knees will come together. So when our knees are perfectly straight, our legs are together. And when we come back down, spread your knees. Up, down, up, down. You can add a little hip thrust too to make it a little bit harder. Up, down, up, down, up, down, and up, down. Number 11, leg lift circle. Keeping both legs together, knees straight, laying on our back, we lift our feet off the ground, and keeping both feet together, we draw circle, big circle. Make sure to swing from the hip. Power it with your core, with your stomach, not just with your legs. When you get really tired, swing the other way, circle the other way, other way, other way. And if you want it to be harder, make your circle smaller and closer to the ground and go faster, like drawing a tiny, tiny circle. Remember to breathe, don't hold your breath. Last but not least, the double circle leg lift. So just like the previous one, except this time you're going to keep your feet separated, legs straight, feet off the ground, and both legs going to draw their own circle. So you're making two circles. Takes a bit of coordination, but do it nice and slow, and you'll get it. The wider you keep your feet apart, the harder it is. The closer they are together, the easier it is. There's probably a lot of other things you can do with your legs, but I think this 12 will keep you occupied for a while. Thank you for checking out today's Fitness Friday. We'll be back again tomorrow for Survival Saturday. For those who are local to me, have a great long weekend. I'll see you guys soon.